Hi, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your July 28th to August 3rd, 2024 reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously. It gets this channel seen by more people, so thank you so very much for doing so. And if you're interested in a private reading, check out my website, daneharttarot.com. It is linked in the description box below, and I look forward to reading for you. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. All right, Capricorn, let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Angels, oh goodness, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Fantastic. Okay. So we are crowned here by the Four of Swords reversed. So what this is telling us here, oh, I'm sorry, not the Four of Swords, the Four of Pentacles reversed, which is very, very good. So Spirit is telling us to rest. That's a message that came through very powerfully before, but there's also this beautiful release, Capricorn, of vampiric energy. This energy that's draining us, that's overwhelming us, that's, been a part of our life for a really long time. And it's energy that, probably has been with us since we were really little, or happened in our formative years, where it was like, oh, you can't do this because of this. Like, you can't do that because of that. And now we're going to start to look at things and say, but I'm free of that, because we've been perpetuating that. Like, energy has been in our head and perpetuating itself in a different form, like a slightly different form, in a slightly different form as we grow. And now it's like, oh, but I don't need this anymore. And what's more, I don't want it. So that's going to be a really big thing for us during this time, and a really empowering thing, that release of vampiric energy. It moves us then to the Eight of Cups reversed. Now, do be mindful here. So the Eight of Cups is my minor arcana divorce card. So it is a divorce, or something that, is as traumatic as divorce. It's a very intense thing, but it's reversed. So we're not quite ready for it yet, but we know something has to end. Now, it can be, we think of divorce and we think, oh, relationship, right? But it can be a divorce from like our work, and it's just a really severe ending. So being aware of that during this time is going to be super important. And it's like, I have to choose me. It is an ending, and it's going to be an intense ending, but I have to choose me. And that is going to be a very important thing. Like, I have to choose my happiness, my laughter, my smile, my joy in my life. That is important. It moves us then to the Six of Cups. And this is going to be nostalgia coming into play, but this is like, take the very best things from the past and move forward with it. I'm just seeing like strawberries and cream, type of thing. Or have you ever tried like cutting up strawberries and eating them in a bowl of milk? Oh my gosh, it's the most delicious thing in the whole entire world. So it's very much like just these beautiful, bright, I see them as like beautiful, bright memories that just elevate our joy and elevate our soul. So just being aware of that during this time. I don't know why strawberries and milk and strawberries and cream just came forward. Like, just such beautiful energy. It brings us then to the Empress. And the Empress here is very powerful sacred feminine energy, and it's moving forward in very powerful and very beautiful sacred feminine energy. It's embracing the luxury of our life and existence. It is embracing what we want to cultivate and what we desire, and how we're moving forward for ourselves, and what we want to bring forward, what we want to create into the world, and how we want to cultivate that in the world. It's a lasting legacy that we're moving forward towards. And it brings us then here to the Page of Cups reversed. Hmm. Interesting. Okay, so somebody can be having a bit of difficulty with a child energy. This is the Page of Cups, water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. But this is going to be a very emotional child that actually you would think this child wasn't sensitive because of the way that they're reacting to things. Okay, you would think that they were really tough, right? They were just like disruptive. Okay, but they're actually a really sensitive child. So kind of changing the approach and embracing calm, it's like calm but firm, is going to be very important during this time. And that's also going to be a sense with your own inner child during this time, Capricorn, a calm but firm hand to move forward towards what you love and what you want to bring forward, that is like the best of the past, to embrace your present. But you're also healing from emotions that were ignored or overlooked, or you were told to buck up with. And it's like, nope, I get to embrace my emotions. I don't get to wallow, because that's not going to help me. Or I can wallow for a little bit, but I'm not going to wallow. I'm going to embrace what my heart deeply wants and the wisdom that comes forward from it. And then I'm going to let myself embrace love and embrace telling my inner child that I'm loved and I'm connected, and my passion and my joy and my laughter and my wide eyed innocence, it matters. I matter. And see what my heart brings me towards. Because we've pushed things down in order to be successful, or in order to be what somebody has told us is successful. And that, like, we clipped our own wings for one reason or another. So that's going to be an important thing to realize. We then have the Page of Wands here. Fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The Page of Cups is water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. So here with the Page of Wands, if we're born on the cusp with Sagittarius, if we have fire sign energy in our chart, again, this is a pushing down of our passion, of our fire, of what we desire inner childly. And this can also be a fire sign energy in our life that needs some nurturing, that has an immaturity to it, or has a sense of like pushing boundaries, or, being defiant. But there is a sense here of like, okay, but I need to embrace the sacred feminine loving energy. Again, firm. It's a firm but loving hand that needs to be moved forward when. It's not mean or hurtful. It's just like, nope, this is the way we're going forward. These are the rules. I've made it clear. This is what we're doing. And it brings us then to the Nine of Pentacles. And this here is very interesting, because we're having a little bit of a hard time during this time standing in our present. We are pulled to the past, and we see that coming through in this reading very powerfully. We're pulled to the future, but standing in the present right here, right now, that's going to be a little bit difficult for us, and that's going to be a challenge for this week. So if we can pull ourselves and embrace our Empress energy and say, no, I stand here. I stand here and I'm working towards this. And we just remind ourselves, because we are ruled by Saturn, Capricorn. And Saturn is all about, this is what I'm working towards. These are the rules. This is the structure. This is what I'm going after. And this is what's important to me. So if we keep on pulling ourselves back to that energy, we keep on empowering ourselves, emboldening ourselves, and helping us to really achieve what it is that we want. All right. So let's see. Excuse me. Let's see what Spirit has to say. And if you're interested in entering to receive a free reading, put a butterfly in the comment box below. A person will be chosen at random and announced at random. So good luck to everyone. And yeah, make sure you hit the bell notification so that you can be notified when this announcement is made. So let's see here. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Here we have strength. Strength has been coming up all the time. My gosh, you see, I don't know if you saw, but I shuffle these cards so gosh darn well, and I shuffle them beforehand. So this is amazing to me, that strength is a continuous theme throughout most, if not all, of the readings for this week. And it's either strength in the upright position. We can see ourselves as strong. We're embracing our strength. Here it is reversed. This is the bearberry. We need to see ourselves as strong. We need to understand that, okay, we're going to question our strength. We're going to question our power. We're going to question our determination forward, but we are stronger than we believe we are. And so connecting with that strength is going to be super important and super empowering. It moves us to our energy to be mindful of. Angels and spirit guides show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. This is creativity. This is the sacral chakra. And so this is embracing our creative self. This is embracing our, yeah, our central energy, our creative energy, our empowerment, our emboldening of what we want and what we desire in our life. And so that strength is just super, that creativity is super important for us during this time. We're going to be a lot more creative than we give ourselves credit for, but we also kind of have to take that risk, take that leap, and embrace that creativity. It moves us then to our energy we need to be mindful of. Angels and spirit guides show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. So here we have the Five of Cups. And the Five of Cups is change your mind and change your life. So we can be a little bit stuck during this time. We can have a bit of a hard time of letting go of the cups that have spilt, of what has, kind of fallen apart, or what isn't anymore, and turn around and see the Two of Cups and see the beautiful love that still stands. And that is going to be a very important thing for us, especially in certain relationships, in certain situations where we can let the hurt really take over and we can let the pain take over and not see the love and connection that's there. So that's going to be important. With the crowning of the Four of Pentacles, we are releasing vampiric energy. And as we are releasing vampiric energy, we're freeing ourselves. It's like the chains of Marley in A Christmas Carol. We're freeing ourselves from the chains of the past, that we've built link by link. And we are starting to see that, like, wow, I can be so much more, or I have so much more, or there is so much more here than I ever realized there could be, because I'm not held back anymore and I'm not held down anymore. We are going to walk away from something. We're gaining up the courage. We're getting up the courage during this time, but we're starting to say, I need to choose me. And it's going to be in a situation where we're going to think, how do I do this? And this doesn't have to be, when Spirit said at the beginning, like, this is the divorce card, right? And I know that can be scary because it doesn't mean you're getting divorced. It doesn't mean a relationship is over. It doesn't even mean that you have to, quit your job and run away and join the circus or anything like that. It can be that we're divorcing ourselves from an idea that we've had, a way that we've seen ourselves, limitations that have been around us. And it's like, oh no, you can't do that. You have to remember, Capricorn, you can't do that. And then we're like, but why? But why? And it doesn't make sense. As we release the negative things from the past, we are moving ourselves to the most beautiful things of the past. And we're starting to say, let it be beautiful. Like, let it be richness. Let it be sweet and delectable and just absolutely joyful. And as we do, and as we do this, as we embrace this joy, we start to claim our throne. We start to see ourselves. And even if we weren't, born into this queen energy, right? We start to say, I can be a queen, right? I cannot even be a queen. I can be an empress. That's like above a queen, right? And so here we are claiming our power. And I always think of Theodora when I think of the empress, because Theodora was an empress in the ancient Roman world. And I think her husband was Josephus or Josinius or Justin or something like that. It was something around there. And her husband was born an emperor. And she was a concubine. She was a concubine. And what's so interesting about her story is that she became empress. She was supposed to be nothing. And then all of a sudden she became everything. Now there is a story, and it might not be true, and it might, but there's a story that Rome was burning under Justinian's reign. Like, there was a fire that happened, and he was going to get on a boat and just go away. He was just going to go away and let it burn and then come back when everything is safe. And she said to him, I will not. You get on that boat. You be a coward. You run away. But when you come back, this empire will be mine. I will rule then. And so he stayed. She guilted him into staying, into not, not abandoning his people and his post and all of that. And so here it is embracing your royalty. It is embracing the luxury of your being, of your power, of your authority of self. And it's seeing yourself as worth it. Because she stood down an emperor, and she could have said to her husband that whatever you say, sure. You were obviously born into this. I obviously was not. Whatever you say, sure. But she didn't. And that's going to be a very interesting thing because we're taking on that power. We need to do the inner child meditation. So if you take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you, and see yourself as the adult you are now, holding your arms open to the child that you once were, and see that kiddo running into your arms. And you swoop yourself up, the child that you once were, into the biggest hug. And you say to them, I love you. I will always love you. I will always be here for you. I will always embrace your laughter and your passion, your joy, and your enthusiasm. There is nothing you can't do. There is no dream too big. There is no mountain too high. You can do it all. It might look different than you imagine when you achieve it in real life. But there is a fire and a passion here that will light up the world forever and ever. You are remarkable. And what does it feel like to tell yourself that? How does that energy move you forward? How does that make you feel? How does that embrace your blessings? Because we stand now, not in the shadow of the past, not in the question mark of the future, but in the power of the present, seeing ourselves and embracing our gifts and moving forward in our tenacity. And that is an extraordinary thing, Capricorn. Our subconscious spirit message here is enhance reversed. We don't think that we can enhance the energy around us. We think, okay, like this is pretty much it. And that's not true. I would highly suggest chanting. Om mani padme hum chant, or the singing bowl chant, or just the Om chant, or a prayer that you can make into a chant, like you can chant or sing that energy just so that the vibrational energy goes through you. You'll feel it. It'll help soothe down the nervous system, which is very important for this week. And just being aware of that energy, being aware of that power. It moves us then to our chakra energy. Oh, well, as we just talked about chanting, it is the crown chakra and it is meditation. It is embracing meditation. I highly embrace meditating through chanting, through vibrational energy, singing bowl, however that works for you. That's going to be really important. But that vibrational energy, putting on, vibrational sound wave music while you're meditating will also be a great thing. Or just while you're going about doing your work around the house or whatever you need to get done, having that energy on, like having that music on, or wearing earphones and going on a walk and listening to that. That'd be very beneficial. Our subconscious energy to be mindful of is frailty. This is temperance reversed. This is feeling out of balance. And that makes sense with the releasing of negative energy, the stepping into ourselves, but needing to connect with our inner child, and also needing to connect with the child energy around us. That is going to be very, very, very important here. Temperance reversed. This is Sagittarius energy, time frame November 22nd to December 21st. Right? There can be just a sense of feeling out of balance with ourselves. And that's the sense of like our nerves, like having like, or has a sunburn type of thing. It's very common for this week for one reason or another. So just being aware of that and chanting energy, that's going to be very, very, very important. Helps to soothe. And also with children, it's so funny when if you chant as your kids go to sleep. Most kids can go to sleep to lullabies, right? And then some kids go to sleep to, Om Mani Padme, chant, which is very good for them. So yeah, that's lovely. And then we have here one more child energy. It's very interesting that we have 3 of the 4 pages. So they're all reversed, meaning that we are going to be unwilling students during this time. We're going to be learning quite a bit, but we're going to be unwilling students, and it's going to be very funny. It's going to be a very interesting learn for us, and it's going to be very transformative. But we're going to be like, no, I don't need to learn anything. I don't need to know anything more. I'm good. I'm okay. Like, I got this. Like, let's keep going. I have certain plans for this week. And Spirit's like, oh, do you? Do you have plans? Because I have plans for you, Capricorn. So just be aware of this. This is air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And this is this is embracing our voice. This is embracing our words, our imagination. Subconsciously, when it's reversed, we can really question our voice. We can really question ourselves. We can look at ourselves and think, I'm supposed to know everything. And we can really feel that way. I'm supposed to have this figured out. I'm supposed to be at this certain place. And Spirit's like, are you ready for an adventure? And that's going to be Spirit's opinion of this week. It's like, are you ready for an adventure, Capricorn? Because man, do I have one for you. All right. And if you have air sign energy, children, or even just people who have a bit more of an immature energy to them, this is going to be a time where they need a little bit more guidance, a little bit more care, but they don't want to feel like they're being taught something. They're going to be very independent, even if they're like, little tiny, like toddlers, even, or little tiny kids. It's like, no, I got it. I can do this. And it's like, no, you're not. You're not as big as you think you are, but you like have to help them without letting them know that you're helping them. So just be aware of that during this time here. Yeah, during this time, Capricorn. All right. All right, Capricorn. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all and stay safe. Let's end this reading with the meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. And please note that this meditation and healing will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Capricorn. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless. Bye.